2, planning. So whenever I start to plan a budget for a project, I always reach out to the person that I want to work with and ask them what their rate is for a specific type of project. My cat is screaming in the background. He sees a bunny in the yard. He's fine, ignore him. So for David, I asked him what his usual rate was for a music video and then came up with a budget that I thought was a little tight but appropriate for 2 music videos that were like similar in concept. So a lot of the shots were going to apply for both of the videos. And that went totally out the window, even though the budget stayed the same, but that was both of our faults. So we can both take credit for that. After we set that budget and we agreed on it, I waited for the songs to be more in the final mixing stages so that David could have a better idea of what exactly he was going to be working with. And then I made Pinterest boards. We started meeting up to figure out some locations and general storyboarding. And it very quickly became apparent that we were not going to be able to stay local to Nashville because we wanted beaches and we are landlocked. So we were like, oh, maybe we can go to Georgia, we can go to Alabama or whatever. And then we needed woods. And then we needed mountains. And he was like, you know, we keep trying to make this happen in the Southeast, but what we really need is just one solid trip up to the Pacific Northwest where we can have forests, mountains, rock beaches, everything. And I was like, man, you're right. Let's make it happen. So here's how we saved money planning the trip to go up west without actually changing the budget. First off, the tickets, the airline tickets, were airline miles. Then we hired an actor that was local to where we were shooting as opposed to having one travel with us, very important. We stayed in Airbnbs that were RVs. So the first RV was a little bit more expensive because it was cute and it was our filming location. The second RV that we stayed in was much less fancy and a lot cheaper because we knew we didn't need to film in it. The last day we camped, so that also saved us money. All of our meals were McDonald's and Taco Bell and cooking. I did a lot of cooking on that trip, so yes. David's family lives up in Seattle, so it was amazing because we were able to take one of their cars for the week, and so we didn't have to pay to rent a car. Those were kind of the biggest things that helped us save a ton of money. Again, starting with the next part of this project, I'll take you through kind of day by day and tell you some stories from filming. Yeah.